Imagine a robot wandering an unfamiliar factory floor. It's been handed a maze with no map, no instructions, only raw experience. This is no sci-fi dream. Back in the late 80s, researchers like Michalski and Kodratoff were grappling with exactly this, how machines could learn on their own from messy real-world data. But what does learning really mean here, and how do you teach a machine to figure out the unknown? Stick with me because this journey rewrites what we think intelligence can be. First up, learning from raw experience, no formulas, just patterns. But why is this a big deal? Because early AI struggled to go beyond rigid rules. Here is how pioneers like Michalski tackled that. The WITT system, built in the late 80s, was a game-changer. Instead of forcing machines into preset labels, it let them group data into concepts on their own. Imagine sorting hundreds of photos without knowing the categories ahead. WITT would spot natural clusters, like grouping forest scenes separately from oceans, purely by shared features. This was a leap towards flexible, human-like learning. Think of learning like assembling a jigsaw puzzle without a picture on the box. You start connecting edge pieces, then look for colors and patterns that fit together. Empirical learning is just that, machines piecing together fragments of data, discovering which bits belong together before even knowing the full picture. It's less math and more detective work, finding clues in the chaos. The payoff: machines stopped being just information parrots and started becoming explorers. Empirical learning unlocked adaptability. From noisy real-world input, computers could form new, meaningful concepts independently. Suddenly, artificial intelligence felt less brittle and more alive. This method laid the groundwork for today's data-driven breakthroughs. Next, the problem: what if your machine's background knowledge is patchy or even wrong? A robot can't just throw up its circuits. Enter multistrategy learning, a toolkit to handle imperfection with style. DISCIPLE was a system designed to learn even when its starting knowledge was shaky. Imagine teaching a kid science but occasionally giving wrong facts. DISCIPLE adapted by cross-checking hypotheses and revising beliefs dynamically. Michalski and his team created a learner with the humility to admit, "I might be wrong," and the smarts to correct itself. UNIMEM tackled a tricky problem. When presented with piles of examples, how can a machine spot similarities without a guide? Picture a music lover sorting songs by feel instead of genre tags, humming tunes together to find what's related. UNIMEM empirically discovers likenesses by comparing data points, building bridges where explicit labels don't exist. The real magic happened when these strategies combined, forming a Swiss Army knife of learning tactics. Machines didn't just memorize, they analyzed, adapted, and reshuffled knowledge on the fly. This agility made AI systems robust in messy real-world conditions, proving that no one method rules learning, it's a fluid blend. Finally, the theory meets the Tin Man. How do you formally teach a robot to learn in a finite but unknown environment? It's like dropping a toddler in a maze, expecting them to find candy without telling them where it is. Tom Mitchell's version space method is a classic way machines narrow down hypotheses by eliminating those inconsistent with observations. Kodratoff and Michalski took it further, refining the method to handle more complex scenarios. Imagine guessing a secret password by systematic trial but with smarter elimination, drastically cutting down the search space with every new clue. The book tackles how a robot learns in a deterministic finite-state environment, essentially, a world with a fixed set of states and predictable rules. Think of a robot playing chess blindfolded, learning the board's layout and moves solely from trial and error. This approach lets robots grow savvy, even when the map and rules are locked away at first. This formalism isn't just theory. It's the backbone for autonomous robotics, enabling machines to operate in real factories, labs, or even outer space. The surprising insight: mastering this structured learning lets AI handle uncertainty with mathematical precision, a powerful counterbalance to the messiness of empirical methods. Remember our robot in that unknown factory. By blending clever empirical tools like WITT, multistrategy learners like DISCIPLE, and formal methods refined from Mitchell's work, machines went from clueless wanderers to savvy navigators. The takeaway: learning isn't a single path but a toolbox when you can apply whenever you're sorting chaos into clarity. Try this next time you face a complex problem. Mix approaches, don't stick to just one way. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.